This is Dream Reality, and I'm your host, Mary Amy, coming to you from A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. My site is listed at the bottom of the screen, maryamyofficial.com. I am an intuitive wisdom coach. As an empath intuitive, I'm able to connect to your inner spirit, which allows me to see images, extrasensory abilities, seeing, feeling, hearing information about you. I'm here for you. I see the light, the hope, and the beauty of the universe. I'm a conduit to channel your dreams, helping fulfill your earthly purpose and course to personal enlightenment. I am human and I have faults, but I strive to be a better being and good person. As a coach, I listen, I establish support and trust. On today's show, we have topics and callers. The silence of nature helps me to become more aware of my thoughts. I see and know the truth. Quiet walks in nature will assist you to becoming closer to understanding the universe, giving you subtle messages. Greek philosopher Aristotle once said, "Nature does nothing uselessly." And physicist, discoverer of the law of relativity, Albert Einstein once said, "Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better." And that's really what happens for me, because I know that we're all connected. I know that kindness to nature and all living things raises your vibration. It's love, understanding, acceptance, to be generous, considerate, and friendly. There's even a National Kindness Day on February 17th. As an empath intuitive, I feel like I must be kind as much as I need to breathe, not for any expected rewards. I'm aware that my mission is to be a friend to those who need my support, because we're all connected. We must know that. It's not just us living on the planet, we're all connected. Here's an affirmation. Be the first to be a friend, be the first to speak of light, and be the first to acknowledge the beauty of nature. We have each other. Find a friend, one friend, and before that, you have yourself. Learn to instantly feel the strength of your mind and your physical being. Emotions are temporary. One thought can change everything. Build on your dreams and successes. Line up your words, thoughts, and actions to manifest your dreams. Never give up. Anything is possible. From my experience, I know that we all have what's called a human energy field. An energy field that's around our bodies, that surrounds us. And in that field is stored mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual characteristics. That's why when I give a reading, I can see your experiences and I see symbols and images, because you're literally walking around with all this information. Let's try a visualization technique together. I would like you to close your eyes, and I would like you to visualize this enormous, golden, luminous ball of golden light coming towards you, and it encases your entire body. So the ball of light is 6 foot by 6 foot. Okay, so breathe. The ball of light is surrounding you. Do you feel its positive energy? I want you to feel its warmth and its protection. And I want you to understand that that golden ball of light will help you engage with being closer to the beautiful spark of light that's in each of our hearts. Go watch a sunrise, a sunset, and connect to that spark of light that's in your heart. There's something that's called emotional freedom technique, which is a healing exercise. And what that is you're tapping on your meridians and you're saying an affirmation. So it goes something like this. I love myself, I accept myself. 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 These are the points. I love myself, I accept myself. Wait, which one is it? I love myself, I accept myself. I love myself, I accept myself. And then right here, I love myself, I accept myself. I love myself, I accept myself. And that can reestablish your energy that's coursing through your body, which is universal life force energy. This is a new concept. When people say their chi or they say their essence, they're talking about the spiritual energy that's coursing through your body. That must be balanced for you to achieve your dreams, manifestations, affirmations. Let me share with you again The Four Noble Truths, which is a book that I read back when I was, I don't even know, it was years and years ago, and it's about Buddhism. And it's about the Four Noble Truths, and it talks about being compassionate and kind. And I'm going to remind you, I had made up this little chart, and this chart is the four elements of love, which is the number one is kindness, which I spoke about today, and compassion, and joy or happiness, and freedom. Okay, let's do a gemstone. Today, I'm going to share with you the Amazonite gemstone. It's the green gemstone. It's very, very healing because a lot of my topics today are about self-healing. So the gemstone Amazonite is a healing and helps with emotional issues and clarity and truth. I would like to remind you that you can find me on my website, maryamyofficial.com, and as well as my Facebook page and my Instagram, maryamyofficial. I would also like to thank my producers, Constance and Dave, for allowing me to have my show, Dream Reality, on their psychic network. And I missed out last week, and I'm not a singer, I'm a terrible singer. But I missed singing to our producer, Dave, on his birthday. So I'm catching up now. So I'm going to sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dave. Happy birthday to you. Woo! And I hope you have a wonderful year. I decided this week to change. He just wrote me a message, thank you. I decided this week to try something new, which was to bring up topics each week and to start my show that way for now rather than having a guest during the rest of the summer. So this week I covered the topics, which I will every week: nature, kindness, visualization, dreams, and affirmations. I am really here, like I've said, to help people. And I'm a being that every day is a fresh day. So I believe that if you wake up tomorrow morning, whatever time that is, if you wake up with the sun, that's a beautiful thing. And you start the day with one positive thought. Whatever that is, maybe you can plan it and you put it next to your bed so that you remember in the morning, I have to start with a positive thought. And that positive thought can be a memory of yours. It can be something that you would like to achieve. But my suggestion is to start the day with a positive thought, because that one thought literally can take you, I don't know, maybe for the first 15 minutes, but you started that way. And it's harder for that to kind of shift if you've begun that way. So my suggestion is to start your day tomorrow with a positive thought. You might also want to start with looking in the mirror and looking eyeball to eyeball and say, I love you. I love you. Because self-love is how love begins, right? It begins with us loving ourselves. We really can't love another human being unless we love ourselves. And if you don't have self-love, you're going to block someone from loving you, and you're going to block someone from accepting you. And it's funny because I've learned so much in the last few months because I've had to really, really be able to articulate what I do. Instead of just doing it, I have to explain it. And I've realized I had to go through some things myself, which were, there was people that I needed to forgive in my life that I kept thinking, oh, I did, but I really hadn't. Yesterday, I went down to the beach and I put my feet in the water and I sat on the sand and I said aloud a forgiveness statement to someone that I never forgave for something that happened, and it happened over and over, but I forgave them. And I didn't forgive them for myself. I forgave them for them, to send goodness to them, because like prayers, it matters. So I'm saying, before I get the first caller, I'm going to say that I'm saying that we should all forgive others. And very, very interestingly, it helps us when we forgive other people. Oh, I have a caller. Oh, I have David. You get these long distance callers. It's amazing. And I can't pronounce it. I'm going to butcher the name. It's Bournemouth. David Bournemouth. David in Bournemouth, England. Hi, David. This is Mary from Dream Reality. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm good. How are you?
You're good. I'm good. So I instantly received information that you are someone who you're actually a very stubborn person, and I'm not saying that in a negative light. I'm just saying you're a stubborn person and you are cautious before you leap into things. So it's funny that you're calling a psychic in Rye, New York. Let's see what I see. Okay, and what I'm getting from you is a rock. I'm getting I'm getting one rock. Actually, it's a very, very big rock. Let me see what I'm seeing. So I'm getting that you are grounded. And what I mean by that is that your feet are firmly planted in the earth, and you are not a person that wears your heart on your sleeve. And if you're emotional, okay, so when you're emotional, it takes a lot for you to kind of burst, but you will burst. And when you do, it doesn't happen again for a while. Is there a direction you would like me to go into? David?
Say that again.
Did I lose? Oh, is there a direction you would like me to go into?
A direction? Yeah, I want to know what is blocking me, because I can feel something blocking me from succeeding in that.
Yes.
Okay?
I agree with you.
I want to know what it is or who it is, because I had some girl as well. She said, I'm going to put some black magic on you or something. She said some madness like that.
Okay. All right. So let me give you some suggestions. Okay. So that's not a person that you want to spend any more time with. That's the first suggestion, because that means that she's trying to harm you. Have you ever heard of anything called sage? You know what sage is? It's an herb that you burn.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know?
Incense.
Okay, have you saged your home? Have you saged your home? Because
No.
all right, so first suggestion is don't spend any more time with that person. Second suggestion is for you to burn some sage all around your home, in your living space. You can look online and there's different examples of how you sage. You want to sage around doorways, the basic living space, but make sure that you open windows and doors to let the confused energy out. That's number 2. Number 3 is, okay, I don't believe that this woman has the power to stop you from doing something. Maybe she gave you that thought and you're holding on to it, but I don't believe that she can do that. And the reason I'm saying that is because I'm getting that you're like I said, a stubborn, very grounded human being. So it's not easy. And I even had the image of a rock, like you're a rock. So I would say to try to do some things for this situation to become unblocked in your mind would be to do some spiritual discovery. So that might be prayer. That might be spending time in nature. That might be sitting down and writing out what's been going on with you, because I'm sensing that there's something that happened that's prevented you from, and unrelated to her, that's prevented you from moving on with your life. And it's almost like you're in a closet and you think things are going to change, but you have to move forward yourself. You have to put one foot in front of the other, and you have to move forward past this negative energy. Okay? So I don't know if that's going to come in the form of, on the weekends, you do something that is out of your comfort zone. Pick the most fun friend that you have and do something with that friend so that you have laughter and that you are excited. Plan an adventure of some kind, a trip someplace that you've never been to. Do something that is out of your norm. Do you think that's possible, David?
Yeah, everything's possible.
Yay! Okay. There you are. I already felt it shift. Good. Yeah, the energy shifted on you. I'm so happy that you called me today, and I would love it if you visited my Facebook page or my Instagram, my website, Mary Amy Official, and I have videos and I have suggestions and tips on a calming and peaceful existence. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Bye-bye, David. Oh, okay. He didn't even say bye. That's okay, I said bye to him. Okay, so today we have another caller and another exotic name. LaShonda in Elwood, Georgia. Oh, USA. Woohoo, USA. Okay, LaShonda. Hi, it's Mary from Dream Reality. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Okay, LaShonda. I immediately received information, let's see, that you are, it's funny, I got something related to a kitchen, and then I got some kind of stuffed animal, I don't know, or it looked like a cat. All right, I'm receiving that you are someone who is, has a pretty normal life, and you are you consistently follow routine. However, I know that there's something beneath the surface that sometimes can come surface up, and something might agitate you, and then you kind of come up, and there's an emotional result, and then you go back down. You kind of settle back in, and you have a loyalty and a love but you don't necessarily show it. Do you have a direction you would like me to go into?
Love, relationship.
Relationship. Okay. So I'm receiving relationship is I don't feel like you have happiness related to the relationship, and I sense that you would like to have a much more fulfilling relationship. And I think that sometimes you attempt it, but then you don't feel like you've made progress, so you give up. That's what I'm receiving from you.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, you can hear me. Do you want me to give you some suggestions or? Well,
Sure. Reconciliation.
say it again.
Sure, on reconciliation.
A recent what? Sorry.
Reconciliation.
Oh, recent. Oh, okay. A recent reconciliation. Okay. All right. So I'm sensing that I know that it takes a long time for you to establish relationships. So then you fully become invested in that relationship. And then I think your expectations are for it to improve, and it doesn't. And initially you're like, okay, maybe I'll make this change. But then you kind of resort back to being more comfortable and not taking initiative to be happier. So let's see. I sense that you're actually so cautious, so protective of yourself. And I think that might be related to fear about being hurt. But it's interesting because it's 50-50. It's 50% fear and 50% that you would like things to be better. So they kind of cross each other out. Neither one is stronger than the other. Would you like to have a better intention in your relationship, in relationships in general? In other words, would you like to have a more positive outcome and be happier?
Sure.
Okay, so then you're going to have to make bigger changes. You're going to have to. So you're going to have to put boundaries on the relationship and stick by them, and then a time limit. So you're not going to let more time go by and then not make a change, and not expect that the other person is going to change. You're going to have to make a change.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. I understand that it's easier said than done. So I can sit here and say, oh, make these big changes or give a time limit. But I know from my own experience that all of a sudden days turn into weeks and weeks turn into months and months turn into years. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, how old am I? And I'm still not happy. So the happiness is going to begin with you. So when you start looking more internally, you will and become aware of what you want and what makes you happy, and then you set those boundaries, then everyone else has to follow after you. It doesn't start with them, it starts with you. So for you to be happy, Shonda, means that you're going to have to make changes about how you handle relationships. And I promise you, I just felt that things are going to improve for you. I just saw it. I just saw things are going to improve with you. Now, I don't know if that particular relationship is going to be everything that you want it to be, because it ended at one point for a reason. So we know that there was reasons why you weren't happy. Now, I don't know if you becoming more aware of your needs will help them become more aware of your needs, or you're going to have to move on. So what I'm sensing that you should explore that relationship some more, but I'm sensing that you might have to move past this. Okay, so I'm going to have to say it's time to go. And I really appreciate you coming to my show, and I wish you the best. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for joining me on Dream Reality. As your host, Mary Amy, from A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. Make a friend today, and who knows, maybe they'll turn out to be someone that lasts in your life for a really long time.